Hi, happy Monday. Welcome to Mondays with Marian. If you're new, please refer back to the first video on the reasons why I decided to start this channel, and always open to suggestions for new topics and things that you want me to talk about. I post videos every Monday talking about entrepreneurship, leadership mindset, as well as my own personal journey with entrepreneurship, personal development, and I take from my experiences and really give you a different perspective coming from an Asian American female entrepreneur. Today, I really wanted to talk about what I believe is the number one key to successful, happy, and fulfilling life. And I think it's a constant daily effort and things that you have to work on every day. And for me, I believe that the key to a successful, fulfilling, and happy life in all aspects, not just with career or work, but just in general, is relationships. And I've heard a lot of different entrepreneurs talk about this and different studies. They've done studies about the quality of relationships, and connections is really what gives meaning and fulfillment to someone's life. And I truly, truly believe that. But it wasn't until maybe the past few years that I've really delved into personal development that I've realized the importance of relationships. Not just romantic relationships. When people say relationships, people automatically think your husband, wife, life partner. But it's relationships as a whole. And I think the first one is your relationship with yourself. That is number one. It is not selfish to love yourself and to really cultivate the relationship with yourself. And this has been a struggle for me, to be completely honest. I didn't love myself. It's still a daily thing that I'm cultivating, and it's a process. And I think every day you have to do things to remind yourself to strengthen that relationship with yourself, and you have to love yourself. For the longest time, I mentally beat myself up emotionally. I wasn't my best friend. I was really hard on myself. The things I would tell myself with a lot of the trauma that I've had in the past, I was ashamed of myself. I couldn't be alone. I actually had a lot of anxiety being alone, because then I would be alone with my thoughts. And my thoughts were not nice to myself, to be completely honest. I used to beat myself up, and the things that I would think about, I didn't want to hear. And in hindsight, I was not my best friend. I was my worst enemy. The things that I would tell myself, I would never tell to my best friends, because that would be very hurtful and mean. But for some reason, I would beat myself up and tell myself I wasn't good enough, I wasn't pretty enough, I was worthless, I should be ashamed, I should feel guilty, I'm not doing enough, all those things. And it's really been a process of personal development, especially spiritually, that I've really come to love myself and be more forgiving of myself and not beat myself up so much. And that's a relationship that I think is something that you have to work on every day. I strive to work on myself and my own personal development to be a better person. And sometimes it's hard. Life tests you. People test you. Situations test you. I think just being more aware and conscious of the self-talk that we have, of the things that we say to ourselves, is really important in cultivating. You should be your own best friend. And I'm happy to say that I love being by myself now. I've really turned myself into my best friend, and the things I tell myself are very encouraging. They're a lot more loving, and it's really helped me out in all aspects of my life. I'm thankful that I've been able to cultivate that personal relationship with myself. Secondly, is relationships with friends and family. And I think that's really, really crucial, because you need that support system in all aspects of your life. We are not made to be alone at all, but I know it can be very lonely out there. And the key for me and I'm very blessed. I feel I've been very, very fortunate to have amazing friends and family that have been there for me, that don't judge me, that through thick and thin have really been there. And I know that they would take a bullet for me. Sort of God, the universe, they really would. And they love me that much, but I would do the same for them. And I think the key thing for these relationships, two things. Definitely quality over quantity. I have a few close friends. I have a lot of acquaintances and people that I know through work, social media, and through whatever it is. But my core, you keep that close to you and you work on it. If you really want to have great relationships and friendships, you have to be willing to put the time and effort into it too, because you get what you give. And if you also have to realize that if someone is not giving you that type of feedback back, maybe you should analyze, the relationship. It should go both ways. So that for relationships, family, friends, quality over quantity, and invest in the relationships that you think are good for your soul and encourage you, love you, and be fulfilling. Relationships that help to make you a better person are the ones that you should encourage and you should spend the most time with. And 3, what I've learned career-wise is relationships are key, absolutely. And the same thing, quality over quantity. I liken this to a networking event, right? I don't like networking events. And in my business, I've actually learned that developing relationships, deep relationships that bring value, has furthered my career and been so much more beneficial to me than just, for example, going to a networking event, a whole bunch of cards, and you just pass out cards to people. Oh, hey, what are you? And people do that. I don't like that. That's worthless, really. When someone just goes around and hands around cards without really talking to someone, without making eye contact, without really knowing like a connection or making a connection, that's like quantity, and you just want to like throw something and see if it sticks or not. I think that's really selfish. That's really futile because nothing really comes from that. When I do go to certain events and happen to be networking, like I actually really try to make an effort to listen to someone, ask what they need, what they're looking for. And if I truly feel like, oh, you know what, it would be great if I connected you to this person or that, like my mind goes there. I would rather make one good, amazing connection with someone at an event somewhere than 10 that don't really do anything. I'd rather invest in that. And for me, that's really helped me. And a lot of my professional relationships, the people that I've met like through work and during my career have become really good friends. Cultivate, bring value, definitely quality over quantity. And I think since I've focused on that, I have really great relationships with people. You don't want to burn any bridges by being unprofessional. Check in once in a while. There's sometimes a tip that I have is when I see articles that I like and I think that someone would really enjoy or benefit from, even though I haven't seen them in a while, I'll actually send it to them. I'm like, hey, hope you're doing great. I read this article. I thought you'd really love it. Sending this link. Hope you have a great day. Take care. And that's it, without asking anything back, because I really think that they would like it. I do that pretty regularly just to kind of touch base with people. And I think it goes a long way. I really do. Professionally especially. I think that's the key. If you cultivate an amazing relationship with yourself, with your friends and family, and with your business relationships, you will lead a very happy and fulfilled and successful life. The money, the love, everything else is a byproduct of cultivating those amazing quality relationships. If you have a story about how you cultivated an amazing relationship or what you do to work on those relationships, feel free to share in the comments below. I would love to hear what you guys do or have any other tips or recommendations. If there's a theme or a topic you want me to talk about, please leave in the comments or email me. And don't forget to subscribe. I think button's up there. Yeah, subscribe button. I post up new videos every Monday and I would just love to connect with you guys. I'm on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Feel free to add me and I will see you guys next week. Bye. Thank you. Have an awesome day.